What's up guys, it's Killer Banshee here, finally bringing you my review of my Turtle Beach XP400s, woo! So I'm trying to hold the camera with one hand while doing this, because I don't have a tripod yet, but I should go out and get one of those. Anyway, we're going to do this, step by step. First thing I'm going to start with the sound quality, and the sound quality is amazing. It really is. It's good for your money. I got these on sale for $140, and that's how you turn them on. You just hold the power button for like 2 seconds, then it'll start doing that blinking thing, and you hold them for a couple more seconds to sync them up. Fairly simple to use. And once you do have that, you got two buttons, one that says tone on it right there, and one that says limiter on it on the right, if it wants to focus, which I don't think it does. But anyway, the limiter is a blast limiter, and what it does is it cycles through 4 settings. So that's setting 3, that's 4, that's 1. When you hear 1 beep, it means it's off. So I usually keep it on 2, which is very moderate limiting, and what that does is when something loud happens, big explosion out of nowhere, something that'll blind you, it will tone it down just a little bit and not make it as loud, which is good, because I really hate that. But if you turn it up too much, then you might not be able to sound horror well and hear gunshots. So then the tone here is, it will cycle through 4 settings also, but what those are is none at 1 beep, and then 2 beeps is bass boost, 3 beeps is treble boost, and 4 beeps is both. Both is good. That's probably what you want to run if you're playing a shooter game. You want to get the treble and the bass boost, and the mid-range is not so important because that's not where the footsteps or the gunshots are. Gain volume is on the side, pretty cool. Mic volume is on the other side, and this isn't how loud other people hear you, this is how loud you hear yourself through the microphone. So all the way down to all the way up, that's how well you can hear yourself when you're talking. So usually when I'm not using the microphone, it does detach, but I don't like to fiddle with things like that. I just put it up and I turn the mic volume all the way down, because otherwise when you have it up like that on max, it'll get the fan blowing noise in your ears, and that's really annoying. So I just turn that down. But that doesn't get sent over the chat, because Xbox has its own little thing where it's like, oh, if it's not a certain volume, it won't send the signal. This is for the Bluetooth. There's a mute button on the bottom right here. There we go. There's a mute button right here. That's the Bluetooth sync button, and that's for the chat volume. Now, I don't use the Bluetooth. I don't like the Bluetooth. This is the Bluetooth dongle. It plugs right in your controller. It's easy. I don't like the Bluetooth. I think it's bad. It sounds like crap from what my friends have told me. I haven't heard it myself, but my friends have told me that it makes me sound robotic and really bad. And you know how sometimes you go into an older game in game chat and then you go back into party? Well, when you're in the party, that's what that sounds like, a really old game's game chat. And I don't like that. You know, the only time I'll use that is if I really want to talk to my friends, but I'm going to go upstairs and cook something or whatever, and you know, then I'll do that. But since then, I've always used this right here, which is the little Talkback Cable plug-in. Actually, yeah, you plug that end in and everything else. This Talkback Cable doesn't come with it, but I was lucky enough to find a friend who just gave me one, because he had an extra. So, thanks to you, Justin. This is the charge. It's a USB cable, and the USB can plug into a PC, can plug into a wall adapter, can plug into an adapter, meaning it adapts from the wall to USB. It could plug in your Xbox, doesn't matter. And that's how it works. And I know I said I was going to start by saying how things were, but you know, I guess that's kind of how you use the headset. Once you have it synced up, it's not bad. Since I'm talking about how you use it, I'll show you the receiver. Alright, I gotta turn on my Xbox, because that's the only way it gets power. So my Xbox is on. Don't mind the relish. I need to plug in the Xbox. Okay, now the Xbox is on. Now this is getting power. And as you can see, we got these 3 lights. I would unplug this and show you in better lighting, but I really don't want to unplug anything. But we'll see if we can get this to focus. So the first light here shows that it's actually receiving a signal. The second light here is surround sound. This one's the Dolby Digital light, and that is the power light. So this means it's getting power. So it's on. That's good. It doesn't have a Dolby Digital signal, which is alright because I'm not actually playing a game. That's just sitting there in the dashboard. That's the surround sound. It is getting surround sound through the optical cable. If I can unplug that. In the back is this little thing. It's got a red light in it because it's all fiber optics. Woo! And on the side you got 3 buttons. And what these buttons do is, this is the pair button. This will sync up the headset to this. This is the surround sound angle. So you can actually change the angles from where the front speakers are and where the back speakers are. So you can make it more up there, more down here, more even. I usually just play in a square because I want the front and back even. And the last button turns your surround sound on or off. And sometimes you want that off, like let's say you're just listening to music, like with this 3.5mm cable that I plug into my computer. Sometimes I just want to listen to music, and I can do that. And I turn the surround sound off because it sounds better than having the fake pseudo surround sound it uses when you're not using the optical cable. So that's that. Now the sound quality is great, the comfort is great. And on sound quality, I'm going to have to give this thing an 8 out of 10. I'd give it a 9 out of 10, but it's not 7.1, it's only 5.1. Now, considering this is my first surround sound headset, I really wouldn't know the difference. But there's that. And the mic quality, when you're using the Talkback cable, got my thumb on the screen. The mic quality, when you're using the Talkback cable over here, is really, really good. People say it's one of the better sounding microphones in the party, usually. And the Bluetooth, I give that like a 1 out of 10. It's crap, it's garbage. This Bluetooth is absolute garbage. It needs to, I don't know what if it's using an older type of Bluetooth, I don't know, but it's bad and it's not worth using. Just use the Talkback cable unless you have to. The battery life is really good. I've charged this thing maybe once every 3 or 4 days, and I play a lot. This headset is on and being used probably 6 hours a day, and I only have to charge this once every 3 or 4 days. 4 days if I only use it a couple hours a couple days. So it's good. The cushions were a little bit firm at first. They were, but after wearing it for a couple weeks, they've actually gotten softer, which is nice because they're more comfortable, but it makes me concerned that they're going to continue to get softer and softer until they're too soft, and then I'm going to have to replace them, and I don't want that. The headband is comfortable, the headband's nice, it's got Turtle Beach written on the top, and yeah, so comfort, I'm going to have to give that like an 8 out of 10. I hear Astros are more comfortable, the more premium ones like the XP400s or PX5s are more comfortable. I don't know, I can't say that. But for the price I got this at, and all the features it has, including the Bluetooth I don't even use, just because it's awesome with the surround sound, and that I'm probably going to give this overall an 8.5 out of 10 because of the value you get in it. Now the problems. Now I have had a few problems with this headset. I've been using this all summer and I have had a few problems. One of which is, for some reason, the surround sound likes to come in backwards. I don't know why, but whatever's supposed to be coming through this headphone, the left side comes out the right and the right side comes out the left. And the only way I'd have been able to fix that is to completely unplug the receiver out of my Xbox, restart my Xbox, all the cables, plug it all back in, and then it worked. But I've had to do that 3 times now, and it's really, really confusing when you don't know what's happening, and you're playing Search and Destroy, and then all of a sudden, the sound's on the wrong side. It's a real pain in the ass, but that's only happened a few times, and I feel like it's got something to do with the optical cable, because there's not actually 2 cables there, it's only 1. That, it's got good range. It loses sync for me when I go all the way up my basement stairs into my kitchen. It'll lose sync in the staircase, but then once I come back in the kitchen, it'll grab sync again. Like, I don't know how far, if you can tell just how far it is over there to that far corner over there is where I've got my receiver, and I'm standing pretty much all the way back here, and it still has a signal to all the way over there, and that's pretty good in my opinion. I don't know how far that is, but I'm all the way across the other end of my basement. It's good enough for me. I don't really need to go much farther. The Wi-Fi has no problems at all connecting, considering I have it right on top of my wireless router and modem, and it still gets through on the Wi-Fi channel, so absolutely no problems, and it's been sitting on there all summer, and it's good to go. I don't need to worry about it. So it's a good complete setup with the 1080p TV, the HD PVR. Now I got my headset. Now I'm working on upgrading this HP laptop, so we'll see where that goes. But thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the review, leave me a like. And have a great day.